So I'm actually going to kick off rapid fire right here for you, Dan, and then you can kick it off after. What is Axel? And then Hoffner, what is your favorite line in Ace Ventura Pet Detective? Axel.
I like the "How can I work without the shouting? Without the shouting." And then it goes on and on. It's about Snowflake. Where's Snowflake? What happened to him? He's gone. Somebody stole Snowflake from the tank.
Steven?
Oh, righty then.
Louise?
No chance of following that up. What?
Okay. Well, one of my favorite scenes is when he's coming out of the mechanical rhinoceros. That's one of my favorites.
That's number 2, actually. That's Ace Ventura 2. But yeah.
Memories of the war room when the fan stops, right? Yeah.
That's right.
You know what? Over the holidays, I think we'll just do a whole show on Ace Ventura. I think that'd be hilarious.
We should.
Anyone else want to give their best line of Ace Ventura before we go over to rapid fire? Dan, do you have one?
Yeah, I kind of do. I mean, I remember him from his In Living Color days, and I'm sure, Steven, you've probably seen Unnatural Act a few hundred times, like myself, like talk about memory. But Fire Marshal Bill.
Yep.
Always my favorite. Let me show you something, like that line right there.
Yep.
That was spot on. Love by Jim Carrey. That's actually really funny, Steven, because Jim Carrey was probably, like I just emulated everything he did. Like it was just must see TV. Or like, did you ever see that Unnatural Act? Do you know what I'm talking about? Stand-up where he's wearing like the rainbow.
Yeah, absolutely. Where he's like the cockroach trying to avoid the vacuum cleaner or something.
You're the crab, right? Like watching him doing the crab walk.
Yeah.
Or like there's so many. It's like they used to ask, like in showbiz, they used to say, "Yes, Canada, it was a frozen hostile wasteland," and he'd just go off. Anyway, I love all that stuff. So
legend.
Great to know that. It's funny because until you revealed that, Carrey had such a huge influence on you, my first question was, what actor influenced you the most? So I'll get to my second question then. You've got all this sports background, you love being, you love acting, you love being a part of that. What is your favorite sports movie of all time?
Oh, wow. That is a good question.
And you have to answer it in one sentence.
Yeah, well, that's it. I'm giving him just the first one, and I'll rate it. I'll see how he does. But it is rapid fire. Yeah, it's true. It's rapid fire. You get unless I tell you have more than one word, you've got one word.
Dan, we changed the rules tonight. Did you not get the memo? It's one letter, and we have to guess his word. No, I'm just.
Oh, geez.
Very cryptic of you, Laurel. I didn't know that. Now listen, Laurel just kindly bought you an extra 30 seconds to come up with your favorite sports movie. What is it?
I'm going to say Friday Night Lights is one of my top favorites for sure. Curtis Hanson, one of my favorite directors. But I'm actually a bigger fan of the show. The show
I was going to say.
Yeah, the series.
Yeah, usually if you love the movie, it's really the TV show that you dig. That's great. Hey, did you particularly have a sports hero as a kid?
Yeah, I mean, I think for me, I was more interested in the clubs and stuff. Like I was a Leaf fan, like through and through. So I mean, Dougie Gilmore, Curtis Joseph,
sure,
big time.
Well, what year was the first Leaf game you went to?
I was 4 years old, 1986, and my dad brought me to a Pittsburgh Penguins game. And Mario Lemieux had 6 points. It was 6-1 the final, and
he had a point on every one.
Yeah, it was just
that's reminiscent because Gilmore once upon a time had a 6-point game, I believe, against Dallas way back when. So it's interesting you got to see a 6-point game.
Yeah, no, it was incredible. It might have been 4 points now that I think of it, but he dominated. It was a ridiculous game, and he just was all.
That's like the photographer who shot 6 games. Oh no, it was 4 games. Well, you know what I mean.
That's right.
A lot of points.
We're in the middle.
A lot of points. Hey. Now we had a little fun about you working at Disney on the sports side. So I need to know which of their famous Disney classic sports shorts you most relate with. Is it Mickey's Good Sports or is it Goofy's Hockey Homicide?
Goofy. You got to go with Goofy.
Oh,
I just like saying Goofy. So
I do too. Now, just a funny, quick little story. I worked at the CN Tower when they did the 20th anniversary of Disney Canada. and we did Disney breakfast, and they flew in all the characters from Florida. And I'll tell you, like Goofy and all these, it was larger than life. I have a photo of me with like literally 15 Disney characters, which still to this day might be my highlight of my life. But Goofy, just there's something about Goofy. He's just Goofy. You just start laughing
That's
naturally.
right.
He's kind of like Jim
Real.
Carrey's like Goofy if he was a
He
Disney.
is.
Let me ask you this. If you could get a ticket, I know we can't do this yet, but you could get a ticket in your hand, Steven, tomorrow for any game, any team, any venue, who are you going to go see?
Right now?
Yeah, right now. Like, I mean, you can't go right now, but if you could, you go, oh man, my first game back, I'm going anywhere. Where am I going?
I gotta say, I would love courtside seats to see LeBron. I would love to see him before he's done. 100%.
Who can blame you on that? You know, speaking of sporting events, at the Stanley Cup final, you mentioned that you bumped into Tony Robbins and had that great photo taken of you and he on Instagram. So in a word or two, Max, describe Tony up close.
Wow. Gargantuan.
Yeah, he's a big man. He's a massive man. Isn't he?
His hand is the size of my head. I'm not even exaggerating.
He's a giant. He is a big man. Hey, in 3 words, I'll give you no more than 3 words for this, but that's because you get to use an extra word from the answer before. Describe the Situation Room on a typical Saturday night.
Insanity. Insanity. And
you can even say insanity one more time. It's like 3 insanities.
yeah, insanity. But actually, no, I can't say any more, right? I can't give you any more.
Unless you got something good. I'm not going to stop you now. But insanity, but
insanity, organized chaos. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, that's it. Hey, Leslie, you founded 383 Pictures. You know, tell us a little bit about the best part, maybe in a word or two, of going out on your own.
Yeah, just being independent and having the choices to be able to do what you want when you want. I can work when I want. Choose not to work when I want. Certainly comes with its challenges with a pandemic and what dries up and whatnot. But for me, I've more chosen to go the independent route because it gives me opportunities to thrive as an independent artist. So I established this production company so that I could create opportunities for my colleagues as an umbrella operation and I've sort of pivoted. I used to kind of try to nickel and dime and get little productions and find video production work here and there, which I still do, but it just gives me an opportunity now to just focus in on development and working on my projects that I want to work on and are much more ambitious, which are more serial-based content or feature films.
Even you see what happens when I don't give you the 3 words or less quantifier.
I just can't stop talking.
Yeah, it's like the molasses pour. We're here for rapid fire, okay? Hey,
Sorry.
Listen, that's the best part, this independence, right? This ability to choose, this ability to be in control of your fate. What's the hardest part of going out on your own?
Uncertainty.
How do you deal with it? 10 words or less. How do you deal with uncertainty?
An open mind. Yeah.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. I actually am always fascinated by the answer because how a person deals with uncertainty I believe can be a very defining trait. But please.
Yeah, I think you have to be inherently optimistic and positive about your outlook and your projects. I'm just 100% motivated that whatever I do is going to turn to gold or that will be good. And that just feeling of knowing, not doubting, but knowing that whatever I'm doing is going to be good, that makes me sleep at night.
Amazing. Hey, in 5 words or less, just throwing it out there, what's the single most rewarding part of being a teacher?
Oh, wow. The opportunity to enlighten young minds, new minds.
Beautifully done. Yeah. It can be very gratifying indeed. And then finally, as you will have a chance shortly to look back on 2020, a year like no other. What will be personally your greatest takeaway?
That me and my girlfriend can really get along. The ultimate test.
It is like there's no greater test. That is your rapid fire molasses pour any way you slice it. Steven Hoffner, thank you for this. Appreciate it.